Now, welcome back to the channel, all my hustlers and grinders and go-getters, and we're back with another video. It's Matt in the JoJo, and we are married, and it feels damn good. Just want to say that one more time.
It does. It feels so good, and we've been so busy. So it's not Monday, and it's not Tuesday. It's Thursday, and we're going live. And if we move too much, we get out of focus. It didn't used to do that. It's doing that now.
I think Holland, the cat, did that. He stepped on something, now it messed it all up, JoJo. And we got to figure that out later on. Not today, not right now, but later on.
Somebody left, his name's Gary or something like that. He left a really cool comment just recently. And it said, it was on our Facebook under one of our wedding pictures. And it said, like, what's happening on my hollers and ballers and hustlers and grinders, the ones that wake up in the morning and want to get married today.
Yeah, I've seen that. Just seen that.
That was like, it was awesome. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we're still kind of talking about our wedding because it was so fun and so awesome and so beautiful. And Green Up Lawn Care says, let's get it. And Circle and Dumpster Rental say howdy from Texas. And check this picture out. It's one of my favorite pictures from the wedding, and it's our thank you cards that just came in. But I mean, isn't that such a great picture?
Damn, JoJo, I am the sexiest beast in Sonoma County. I'm just saying.
I felt like a princess that night.
Now, Willie504 said, I love your mojo. Did you mean my mojo or the JoJo?
How about JoJo's mojo?
What about JoJo's mojo?
Yeah. So Marcia says, getting out there and getting it done. Push forward. Awesome. That's great. I hope you guys are doing great. I loved meeting you in North Carolina. And General Thumb Junk Removal says he made $2,000 from tree debris today. $2,000.
That is called hauling and balling. For real, JoJo. That's hauling and balling. That's actually tree cutting and stacking money. I couldn't think of nothing that rhymed with that. But anyways, so today's video is going to be about how to grow and be successful. And JoJo, it keeps getting blurry on my ass. You see that?
Yeah, you're moving too much.
Too much.
You got to be still, I guess.
I'm going to stay still.
Yeah. So our video is about, things that will make you successful, because I did some research and you know what? Discovered that most people that are successful, probably all people that are successful, they all have certain traits in common. They all have certain things that as a personality, they kind of have, or they do. And one of them is really just, you're at that time in your life where you just want change. You want change so bad that you're wanting to set goals. You're wanting to make a difference in your life. And another thing all successful people have is drive and determination to make things happen. So successful people have drive and determination.
So when shit gets tough and it gets hard and you fall down, get back up and keep going. Don't quit and don't wait for shit to fall on your lap. You got to stay consistent and get after it and set goals and make shit happen.
Yeah. Another thing all successful people have is vision. They have vision, the ability to see a better future for themselves and their family, and just know that they can make that vision possible. That's another thing all successful people have in common. And the ability to work hard. They work hard to make their vision come to life.
And especially right now, if you're in the trash business, you got to work even harder. There's so many guys doing the junk business out there. So you got to put in the work. If you got to work 10 to 12 to 15 hours a day, going out there, hauling trash for 8 hours, and coming home and advertising and feeding Google My Business for 2 or 3 hours and checking emails and calling people back, that's what you got to do. So just do it.
Yeah. And for sure, when Matt first started, he was...
Woo! Almost dropped the camera thing back there, the little lighting.
Yeah, the ring light.
The ring light. But anyways...
Um, oh, definitely for sure. One of the things Matt did was because he was working his other job at Safeway. So he was hooking up so this is drive and determination. He was at 2 o'clock in the morning hooking up his trailer to his truck so he could take that to his job. He worked nights at Safeway, and when he got off at 8, his truck and trailer was ready to go to the first junk job. So, drive and determination from the very beginning.
And I was working like 15 to 16 hours a day when we first started this business just to get our name out there. And this lighting is not that good, Jojo. Let's fix this real quick a little bit. It's a little bit better right there.
Fell,
oh, yeah. It fell down.
Oh, that's much better. Persistence. You have to do the same thing over and over again, even if you're failing or you're not quite seeing the results that you want to see. It's persistence. All successful people have a persistence.
So maybe you got a daily routine when you wake up in the morning, drink your cup of coffee. Like for me, we stay consistent at advertising every single day, checking our emails, calling people back, and going to jobs and getting there on time and going the extra mile.
Yeah. Yeah. John says what makes him successful, not living in California.
Yeah. California is no joke. It's expensive out here. And yeah, everything costs a lot of money out here. The dump fees out here are like what, $135 a ton out here. They charge you for mattresses. They charge you for box springs. They charge you for everything.
Yeah. There's another way to look at it, though. The area in California we live in is they have a lot of money.
They got money. They got that moolah.
And so this is an excellent place to live, to make money, to start a business, find a need in this area and fill it, and you will make money here. And then, save your money and, build your business up and then move to another state is really smart, where it's a lot cheaper. But being successful, because we are successful in California. We live in California and we are successful.
Even though we got a bunch of competition out here, we ain't letting that slow us down. We went to the dumps today and we seen probably about 10 to 15 different trailers parked on the side of the road, just advertising junk removal, hauling. They are everywhere. It's like, what, from our house to the dumps is like, what, 10 minutes away?
Yeah.
And you see junk haulers everywhere.
Yeah, we actually filmed part of it. We're like, because you rarely see them like really all lined up like that. We're like, wow, it's like a junk removal convention.
Yeah, you see one trash guy here, another one here, another one here. They're over by the freeway. When you hop on the freeway, they're parked right there. I don't know how they're not getting tickets being parked there, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
And I bet you they're making money too.
Yeah. So another thing successful people have, positive mindset.
And having the right attitude. Every single day when you wake up, have that positive mindset and that right attitude. Like me and the Jojo and the Julio, we are always on that positive note every single day.
Yeah. And you really get what you attract what you are, and the attitude. And you'll notice, and you probably know this already, but if you don't, pay attention and you'll notice. If you wake up and you're grouchy and you're running late and life sucks and that's just the attitude you have, you are going to run into so many other people that feel that way, and they'll make you even madder and just like, that just will feed itself. But you wake up in a great mood, positive, good things are coming your way. You just know it. You feel it. Today's your day. And you're walking around with that attitude. Other people with that attitude will come your way. And that's just kind of how your day will go. And that is called the law of attraction. And that is absolutely.
And don't let things ruin your day. Let's say you show up to a job and the customer changed their mind or they don't want to go with you. Don't let it ruin your day. Some things you just can't change. Just move on and stay positive.
And that's actually something that a lot of successful people have in common. And that's called emotional intelligence. And that is where you have the maturity you are so mature emotionally that you don't really let another person's bad attitude affect you. Um, if like someone's flipping you off and cutting you off, if you were emotionally immature, you may do the same thing and run them off the road and start yelling and screaming, and then you guys are on the side of the road and you're fighting and you're cussing. And if you are emotionally mature, you'll just be like, they're having a bad day, I don't want any part of that. And you just keep on your happy, mature emotional life.
And we just want to let you guys know too, we have an announcement. This video is actually sponsored by Super Clean. They sent us more stuff to give away to you guys. I don't know how many bottles they sent to us. I mean, I got about 15 of these in the garage, Jojo, like no BS. So this video is sponsored by Super Clean. We love you, Super Clean. And if you guys want to be entered to win some free products for your vehicles, if you want to clean some money and make some counterfeit money, this shit will do the job. So here's the question I'm going to ask.
Oh, you're going to ask a question?
Sorry for changing the subject, but where was me and the JoJo's first date at? If you can answer that right, the first one that does it, we'll enter you in a contest for the Super Clean products. So yeah, we got some Super Clean degreaser.
I think I don't even think we ever mentioned that in the video.
Hey, if they're a real one, JoJo, they'll know
where our first date was.
So leave it in the comments and we'll get back in the video, JoJo.
McDonald's.
That's a good one. It wasn't the dollar menu, but it should have been. I was broke as hell back in the day. Safeway, pretty close.
You're close because Safeway is where we met, but it wasn't our first date.
I'm talking about our first date. Someone said the movies. Negative.
I don't think a person's first date should be a movie. I mean, how do you get to know like that person? You have to kind of have like a conversation. I'm one of those like person that like some people are against speed dating and stuff like that, but I think coffee dates, I'm like if you're single and you're looking to start dating, coffee dates are the best because you can sit down, have a little conversation. You kind of know right away if this he seemed interesting. I would date him again, and then you could have a real date. A coffee date, like you're not stuck for the whole evening. You can just have a coffee date and be like,
adios, I'm gone. Don't want to ever see your ass again.
Pass on that.
Stolen flowers from the cemetery for the JoJo. Hey, you know where I get my flowers from. And that's a OG move from my father, Mr. Jim Vick. So if you do want to save money and not buy your woman flowers, always go to the graveyard. I'm just kidding. I'll never do that.
Oh, wait, we should read this. General Thumb Junk Removal and Services says, I want to thank you both because I watched talk video, just every last one. I was wondering how to get more leads. I have everything you can name just about. Thanks for the advice. So he's watched lots of videos, how to get more leads.
So we actually got a video coming out next week, how to advertise pretty much for free or on a budget. So that video is coming out pretty soon. Or you can actually look up how to advertise for free. And we got a video back in the day.
We have a video. If you type in Sonoma Strong Hauling, how to advertise for free, a video will pop up. I think it's me sitting in the dump truck. And there's all kinds of free ways to get your phone to ring on that one. So hopefully that helps you. And stay tuned because we do have a video coming out. And
Right on bar. Junk Removal said the bar.
So
no, not the bar. Mr. Matt Vick can't drink no more.
He doesn't drink.
If he drinks, he ends up in handcuffs. I can't do that.
You borrow money to take her somewhere, but I don't think you said. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, you got that true. Right.
He did have to borrow money to take me out. And Lewis, this JC says that's how you test them. If she can't hit the dollar menu with me, she ain't the one.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. I like that.
Yeah.
You can do the dollar menu with me, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but when you first start dating somebody, you should be trying to impress them a little bit.
First date, Sonoma Coast, negative. A good guess.
Very close, though.
Very close.
Very close. That's actually the first time.
Ooh, yes, heard that from the JoJo.
It was a first something, but it wasn't our first date.
Yeah,
We would never do that on our first date. But
oh wow, JoJo, you told the whole damn world about us. Oh
You're
my
close,
goodness,
though.
you're close.
Let's see. All I remember is a video saying you were working with her son at Safeway and you both started talking. Yeah, I kind of think that we might not have ever mentioned it.
That's okay. That means I get to keep all this shit over here, JoJo.
No, it just means we'll do another question another time. We'll keep doing it. Games are fun. Games are fun. And one time we did a video that was all trivia.
Oh, with the Julio?
No. It was trivia, just all these questions that we asked and they had to get like all 6 right or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think
it
was around Christmas time. We gave away a bunch of Hauling and Ballin' t-shirts.
So other things that all successful people have in common, and the ability to network and build relationships. Whenever you start a business, you have to network, and everybody you meet is somebody to network with. They're either a potential client or they know people that will be potential clients. So having the gift of gab and being able to network in your community is super important.
You got to be able to talk to people. Don't be scared to walk into these real estate offices, property manager offices, talk to maid services, movers. You got to be a people person. Shake people's hands. Let them know what you do, and just get out there and just let everyone know, hey, I pick up trash for a living. If you need me, let me know. So when we first started this business, me and the JoJo went to every single real estate office and introduced ourselves to all the realtors that were in there. She would go into one, I would go into another one. It took a long time to do it and hit every single one up, but guess what? We did it. And that's pretty much how we built our foundation, getting our name out there, pounding the pavement.
I was going to say that the saying "pound the pavement" that's what we did.
Because we had no money to spend money on Google ads or do anything. We were broke as hell. So yeah, pound the pavement.
Yep. And another thing is the ability to be flexible, to embrace change and adapt to change when you need it in your business. And what are some of the ways we've done that?
So like right now it's fall time, so stuff will slow down a little bit, but not too much. So what we're going to do is shoot a little video to advertise with. So you can do that with your cell phone. It don't cost no money. It's pretty much in the palm of your hand. So
it's just a commercial, just really, really short. And it's hopefully you're not, camera shy. But really, if you are camera shy, just keep doing it. Do it over and over again. Eventually, it won't feel weird. At first, it feels hecka weird. You're holding you're holding your phone and you're talking and pretending somebody's there, and you feel silly. But you'll get over that. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And you can today with our phones, like
you can do everything.
You can take a great picture of yourself in uniform or by your truck or with your family and post that. You can record yourself doing a tiny little commercial and plaster it all over social media. And you could do that for free. Or you can pay a little bit and boost it and have it go. I mean, we just live in a day and time where, like, a long time ago to do a commercial and have it be in front of people on the TV, like only rich people could do that. We live in a time where you can do that.
You can be broke as hell and do that.
Yeah, it costs nothing.
So especially when it slows down and say it's the wintertime, you got to adjust. So in the springtime, in the summertime, the jobs are coming in left and right. Your phone's ringing off the hook. It's all good. But when it slows down, maybe it's raining, snowing, you got to adjust and be the predator going after the prey. You got to go find the jobs, make shit happen, or else guess what? Your pockets ain't going to get fed. So you got to adjust.
Yeah. And now we have a question from Elizabeth that says, do you guys do your own Google ads, or do you have a company that does it for you?
Guess what? We've never done Google ads ever in our life.
Never.
Never.
And our phone rings all the time. When we first started our business, our phone didn't ring all the time, but we've learned that there's so many things that we did in the beginning that gave us an organic reach, that we've never had to pay for Google ads. We don't pay a lot of money for advertising.
So pretty much we don't try to let no one get in our pocket. When you first start this business, there's going to be marketers hitting you up, people saying, oh, I can make your website rank on the top. Oh, I just checked out your website. It sucks. I can help you out. Do you want to hop on a call real quick and we can talk and we can give you a deal on advertising your business on Facebook? You can do everything yourself. Like if you go on our website, check it out, SonomaStrongHauling.com. The JoJo built that whole website. A lot of people say GoDaddy sucks. GoDaddy sucks.
I used GoDaddy because it was simple. I knew nothing about doing a website, absolutely nothing. And I found GoDaddy to be very easy to use. And, I looked up, keywords. I looked up SEO, didn't even know what SEO meant. I really didn't. And if you're watching this and you don't, it's search engine optimization. It's just having certain words in your website that are in there that people, type in. People type into search bar, like, who can get rid of my junk? That's all that is. And you just want to make sure that you definitely want a website and a Google My Business. And if somebody starts this business and they don't even have a website and they just start right off paying Google ads, I mean, you're just doing it backwards.
You're kind of being ignorant a little bit. That's all I got to say. So definitely get a website and get a Google business profile, or other words, Google My Business. They changed the name on that, but yeah.
Okay, we have General Thumb Junk Removal says, I almost have the same experience like Matt, just didn't have the gel or drinking. I just started the business in April. So good. Leave a comment really quick and let us know how's it going for you and what's your biggest struggle right now. I started because of you guys and it really is great. So when y'all think y'all don't do enough, y'all are great.
Appreciate that. It's much love.
If
you love me in the JoJo, smash that like button. Go check out our website so we rank even higher and higher.
It helps us so much. Just you tuning in and watching this video helps. And if you know somebody else that just should start, like we don't do this just because we want everyone in the world to start a junk removal business. We want you to live a rich, positive life and get the most out of each and every day and be happy. So if you're happy working for somebody else, that's awesome. And if you're not, find something you like to do and try to make money doing it. And that way you're living a rich life that you love and making money doing what you love also. That's really what we want people to do with this business, like with the YouTube.
And success is on different levels for different people. I mean, success for you can be, hey, I just want to leave my 9-to-5 job and have some freedom so I can hang out with the family, go fishing and barbecue whenever I want and have family over. Or maybe you want to have 3 trucks and have a bunch of employees. Whatever it is you want, go after it and just don't quit until it happens and believe in yourself.
Yeah, because life is short. Life is short. This isn't a dress rehearsal. You're not getting a bunch of chances when this one's done. So take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your soul, and do what you love doing, and do what's going to be rewarding to you, and just live your best life.
And don't wait for tomorrow or the next day or next year. Don't wait for the perfect time to do something. Do it right now. I'm telling you like this, there is not a perfect time. Right now is the time to do something. If you want to start the handyman business, or maybe you want to go take your contractor's test, do it right now. Don't sit on it and wait for it. Make it happen now.
Yeah, because sometimes tomorrow never comes. Mark says, hello, guys. Just wanted to say hello from Pittsburgh. Just started my company, All In Junk Removal, last month. Been going good so far, and you guys are a huge part of me getting started. Thanks. And we love hearing that. And we wish you much success, and kind of like your name, All In Junk Removal. Ciderell, hauling and junk removal. I want to say thank you for your inspiration. We have 2 months in business and we are getting clients already. Thank you.
Nice.
That's
Congratulations
great.
on that.
Good for you. So Mark said he started with a multi-day hoarder house job. Baptism by fire for sure. Since then, it's been kind of slow but steady. Only a month in and excited for the future. Good. That's good for you. Only a month in. Yeah, I mean, it probably took us at least a year for our phone to ring consistently.
I would say a year to a year and a half, maybe even 2 years to ring every single day. Now I don't worry about it not ringing because we have so many repeat customers and so many relationships with people that call us all the time.
Oops.
Is that what they say?
Was junk removal the only business you started or tried?
Answer that, Joe. Have you ever started a business before?
Yeah, I did. The partner you have in life has a lot to do with how, I'll just say that. And if you're watching this and you let's say you maybe you're wanting to try something and your partner's like, you just more like kind of butt heads and it's not really like a partnership. It makes it so much more challenging, so yeah, because at that time I was with somebody nobody wanted to work with. So I was like, this is going nowhere. Junk removal, I mean, that's great. What was the other thing you were thinking? Was it?
I was thinking about doing moving and junk removal. I'm glad we just did moving because it's so much easier.
Oh, yeah. Moving is not that's not, I don't find that fun at all. So leave a comment. Do you do moving too? Do you help people move? I mean, it's a great business. You can make really good money doing it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. Like if that's something you want to do, there's a need for that and you will make money doing it. I prefer tossing junk and taking, when we take people's junk away, they're so like happy. Oh, I can like decorate this room. Oh, I have space. I can park my car in the garage. They feel awesome and they feel great and they just can't thank you enough. And you're hauling off their junk you're either, making money on the side or you're donating it and, you're doing stuff with the junk. Taking people's possessions.
Oh, hell no.
And moving them. Number one, people are a wreck when they're moving. It's like, if you ask people what is the worst thing in the world, moving is probably number one or number two worst things in the world. And they're unhappy. They're stressed and they want to make sure their stuff is in good condition. And then you can't just throw things in the dump truck. Like you have to package things and get it in safely.
Let me tell you a little story about an old lady. Actually, a short story about an old lady. My mom hit me up, said, hey, some lady is buying a hutch, or I'm buying a hutch from some lady, and she needs someone to help her move. And this is back in the day when I first started the business. So I told the old lady, yeah, I can help you move. She packed everything up. She had boxes in the living room. It was upstairs. And guess what? Them boxes were so damn heavy because she packed them and didn't move them. They were filled with boxes, or filled with books and everything else. And we finally moved the lady. And guess what happened, Jojo? Something got lost during the move. A cord. A TV cord. And she flipped out on my ass so bad. Old grandma was so nice at first. She turned into gangster grandma like a few days later saying, "You better come back with my cord, Matt. You better come back."
I know. And he was so nice because he's like, look, I'll drive to your house. I'll pick you up. I'll take you to the store, get you a new one, and then take you back home. And when he walked through the door to bring her back home after buying the cord, he walked in there and all the boxes were unpacked in the living room. And he's like, she didn't even look at
No,
this
they were
cord.
still packed.
Yeah,
they were all
they
still
weren't
packed.
unpacked. They were still, that's what
I wanted to choke the grandma lady out. I almost caught
like,
a
what are you
case. I was
doing?
like, you grandma lady, you blew me up like 30 times in
Yeah.
one day. Blow me up.
So, Green Up Lawn Care says, hats off, Matt. You have inspired me to be a better man. This is a very great comment right off the bat. Love that. I had the thoughts of after 15 years behind the walls, I was not deserving of a happy life. And I thought I would never find love. That has all changed.
Well, congratulations. You must have found a nice woman, or you just love the trash business. Either way,
It's good. It's good. Happiness really comes from yourself. You have to see that and change some things. Like, yes, you deserve to be happy. I actually was like that for years. I was not. I'm generally a really happy, positive person, and for a long time, I didn't even realize it because you get so wrapped up into being a great mom and taking wonderful care of your kids, and your kids become your world, that's your happiness, and you're just doing that and you're doing all this great mom stuff. And then sometimes you, as a woman, you find yourself in the, this is not me now, but in the bathtub, in the bathroom, all by yourself, and you just cry your eyes out because you're not happy. But in front of your children, you need to have this persona that you're just strong, happy woman. So, you have to just decide for yourself, you know what? I am a good person and I do deserve better. And it's time for me to like check out of this chapter of my life and start a new one. And when you do that, you will find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, because that's how I felt on our wedding night. I was like, oh my God, this is a better life than I ever possibly could have imagined being in. And I wake up every day and I'm like, oh, yep, it wasn't a dream. I'm still living this amazing, fabulous life with this like amazing man next to me. Like, this is not a dream. But then I think to myself, if I didn't like take that step and realize that I deserved so much better and I deserve to be happy, and there's only one life, like taking that advice, I would still probably be in the bathroom crying in the bathtub.
You better not, Joe. You better not.
So life is great, but you got to make those changes.
Now I'm gonna tell you like this too. Owning your own business is the best thing in the world. It don't matter if you're an ex-convict, an ex-felon, a police officer, a firefighter. I don't know how many police officers called me up asking me questions. Hey, Matt, I work at the jail right now, but I'm trying to start a junk business. At first, I thought I had a warrant or something. I'm like, what the hell you calling me for? But it doesn't matter what you do right now. Let's say you just got out of rehab and you want to start a business, a moving business, a handyman business. Whatever business you start, no one can judge you. You're starting that business yourself. You don't need to fill nothing out. Oh, yeah, I got a felony. Oh, where'd you work at before? Oh, I did sales over here, did this, did that. You ain't got to fill none of that shit out. All you got to do is get a business license, have a game plan, set some goals, and the sky is the limit. As hard as you want to hustle, it's how much money you can make. So some people are cool making $300 a day, $400 a day, but the sky is the limit running your own business. Anything is possible. You can have 10 trucks, 2 trucks. You can make $1,000 a day, $500 a day, $200 a day, or be a broke bum and don't be motivated and just sit on the couch and not make shit and wait for jobs to come in. Running your own business is the best thing in the world. I just had to say that.
It really is. You're awesome. Lewis says, just had my first storage unit with my wife last week. And yeah, you guys are working together. That's great. For $800. Thank you guys so much for the inspiration. You guys are role models to my wife and I, forever thankful. We wish you much success. And like who would have thought you could show up at a storage unit and clean it out and get paid $800?
Now leave a comment down below. Did you find anything good?
Yeah,
Let us know.
let us know, because I was so disappointed the first time we did a storage unit. I thought for sure, oh, these people have been paying for a really long time for the storage unit. The stuff is going to be awesome. And it wasn't. And we've never really come across awesome stuff.
It's always got rat shit, messed up for some reason. A few times we got some antiques that were decent, but nothing major. Like you think you watched Storage Wars, whatever it is, they find a bunch of good stuff. I think that's all planted, JoJo. They ain't found nothing that good.
I'm just saying that I know from doing this, I will never have a storage unit. It is the biggest waste of money ever, because we are cleaning people's storage units out, and they'll say, oh, we've had this for 13 years. And we're like, how much do you pay? $250. So we'll do our math, and we're like, $250 a month times 12. And then times the years, we're like, oh my gosh, you could have
bought all brand new shit in a Tesla by the end of the day.
It's crazy. It's just such a waste of money. Good evening, Matt, JoJo, fellow haulers. Hope you all are making a killing this week. Hi, Desert Bros. We're doing good this week. Mary turned my life upside down in the best of ways. Oh, like I did for you.
Oh, you did, JoJo. You know you did.
And 4 amazing stepchildren. Life is amazing. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy.
I have no doubt in my mind, if I didn't meet the JoJo and I went back to my old ways, I would be getting out of prison right now for some stupid ass shit. So I'm really, really thankful that I met the JoJo. When I was in the program, I prayed to God for a good woman, and he sent me an angel.
Here I am.
Here she is. And that's real talk. No BS. No
he
bullshit.
Really did that.
I was like, Lord, please send me a good one. I had some horrible ones, some toxic ones. Send me a good woman. I don't know why I was praying for that, but I did. And God answered my prayers.
It's so the person that you choose to live your life with, I mean, that's a big thing. And you want it to be somebody that has the same dream, same vision. You want somebody that's not gonna always be dragging you down and pulling you down. And it's so important to have that positive person. Nordland says, 2 questions for you guys. Which removal jobs would you recommend for one person? Have you had any issues with bringing home bed bugs from job sites?
2 questions for you. Which removal jobs would you recommend for one person? So anything on ground level, any storage units, any houses where stuff is in the garage, stuff is in the backyard. You can pretty much do any job by yourself unless it's upstairs or it's like a super heavy item, unless you break it down.
Yeah, because heavy items you can break down. You can also offer a little curbside discount. So, they can bring it down. That makes it easier for you. I suggest you watch
Clutter Reduction.
Yes, because he has really good videos. So if you don't follow Chris, if you don't follow him, search him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and he used to be a mover. So he's really, really good at knowing, how to maneuver things and pick things up. And he works mostly all by himself. And he tackles some things that we wouldn't do by ourselves.
One thing you don't want to do is burn yourself out. In this business, if you're working a lot, you can burn yourself out.
That's true.
Burn yourself out super fast. You might show up to a job and the customer's like, oh, it's like a minimum pickup. And you get there and it's like a whole house clean out, like 3 or 4 loads. You don't want to do that by yourself. You want to get some help. So what I would do is have some people, friends, family members on speed dial that you can call when you need them.
Yeah.
But pretty much single items, half loads, even full loads you can do by yourself, but multiple loads, don't burn yourself out.
But he does have some videos, and I think you'll find them very interesting. And he has more than one, and he actually shows tools. If you do junk removal alone, these are the tools that you need. And then he'll show you like how he does like refrigerators by himself, how he does couches by himself. And it's just very educational. You should check him out.
We never brought any bed bugs home. So whenever we do a job where there's some bed bugs, we go there and we bag the mattresses up or the couches up. We've been to places where they're just nasty and say they bombed the place or there's still bugs there. We wrap it up real quick and then we change our clothes when we get home and wash them super fast. But we've been really lucky never to bring them home. So I'm knocking on some wood right there, JoJo, so it don't ever happen.
There's times when we've just like taken the clothes off before we hopped in the house and just threw them away.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. A question. Are you guys charged up front or when you finish the job? What is your recommendation? Oh, we never accept money before we do a job. So every once in a while, somebody will say, "Oh, can I pay you now?" And we're like, "No, we won't." I just think that opens up a can of worms. You never like, what if they canceled, or what if somebody else decided they wanted the junk? We never take payment before we do the job, and when we're done with the job, if the person is there, we ask them to come out and take a look at it. Did we take everything? How's it look to you? We make sure the customer is really happy because sometimes they'll add a couple more things. Often they'll say, well, you could take this too. Or, oh, you know what? How about we just get rid of that also?
But one thing you never want to do is load up your truck and then let the customer know the price. Always give them an idea what it's going to cost. It's going to be between this and that, or it's going to be between 1 to 2 loads that charge this much per load, or let them know before you load up. Don't load up and be like, all right, it's going to be this. That's a good way to get a bad review and someone pissed off.
Yeah. Oh, he said clutter reduction. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome. I think you'll really enjoy his videos. So yeah, that's what we do. We get paid once job is complete. Usually before we even leave the property, they pay with credit card or however they're choosing to pay. Sometimes if they're not there, they'll pay with a card over the phone. A lot of your realtors, they kind of like that. If they've used you a lot, they get really comfortable with you. They'll just give you the code number. You get the job done. They call and pay over the phone, and they don't even have to be there. They kind of like that. The best thing I found in a storage unit was probably $50. Everything else was just moldy items. Yeah, $50 though.
Hey, $50 is $50. We found a few antiques that we sold, but nothing really good.
So Green Up Lawn says, amen, Matt. God sent me that angel as well. A bad woman will for real have you right back in the middle of the BS.
That is so true. So true.
Clarification on my previous question. It was about finding stolen merchandise during a job. Oh,
we never found any stolen merchandise that we knew was stolen. We found some catalytic converters that we don't think they were stolen. We tried to cash them out, but no one out here in Sonoma County, because it's so nice, will take them. But we never found anything from a job that was stolen that we knew, huh?
Yeah, like people steal these things because they're worth money, but when we had them, we couldn't get anything for them.
But you gotta be careful if you show up to like a squatter house and there's like some motorcycles there that they want you to haul away and you think it's all good. It might not be all good. That might be stolen. So be very careful.
So maybe we could get back into this is one thing, things that successful people have in common. And I can just recap it really quick. It was drive and determination. They set goals. They have vision. They see themselves where they want to be. They're persistent. They have positive mindsets. They have ability to network and build relationships with other people. They have adaptability where they can change when their business needs things to change a little bit. They're able to change with it. They have emotional intelligence. They don't fly off the handle super easy. They stay grounded. And also financial management. So they are doing good stuff with their money. That is what successful people do.
And that's one thing you don't want to do is when you see that money coming in, don't go blow it on some rims or some vehicles or some Air Jordans or going to the club and buying everyone alcohol. Stack your money and reinvest it back in your business and have a safety net for the slow season, because the slow season does come. And if you just start this business, you might think, damn, we're making a killing. We got 10 grand already stacked up. We've been in the business for 2 months. We're doing it. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's go to Vegas. Let's plan some trips. And then all of a sudden wintertime hits, and guess what? You're on the corner giving HJs and BJs to pay your rent. I'm just saying, be careful.
No,
be
but
wise with your money.
you want to take your money and, invest some of it back in your business.
She started laughing when I said that.
Make your job, easier or better, because we started with just a pickup truck. If we didn't reinvest in our business, we would still be rolling around doing it in a pickup truck. And there's nothing wrong with doing it in a pickup truck. But if you want to grow your business, you want to be able to charge more money. You want to be able to get the higher end clientele. You need to put more, money back into your business.
Your main goal should be looking as professional as possible and getting something with the button, because if you're hand unloading stuff, it turns into a pain in the ass, especially if it's construction debris, some green waste. And I don't want to hear someone saying, it ain't that bad, I can do it in 20 minutes. You ain't pushed that button yet. Pushing the button is a game changer. It should be your end goal.
And you appreciate it too, because we didn't have a button when we first started. Even our first trailer that we had, it was a utility trailer. So it didn't, go up and down. And when we loaded it, we had to unload it. So you better believe that when we ended up getting a button, we really appreciated it. Another thing, successful people have, happy successful people have a work-life balance. They balance their life where they're not just always working. So what are we doing soon?
So soon, me and the JoJo, we're going to Disneyland on vacation to see baby Jesus and his wifey get married in LA.
Yep.
So we'll be in LA soon. We'll be going to Disneyland for what, 3 days? JoJo said it takes a long time to check out Disneyland.
Well, you can't do it in a day.
I thought we can do it in 1 day. I was like, JoJo, we can do it in a day. She's like, no, man, we got to stay out there for at least 4 or 5 nights and have fun. So we're doing Disneyland.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to that. Our like official honeymoon, we're not doing that right away. But neither one of us are really in a hurry to just like drop whatever we're doing and take off and do that. We are going to do that someday, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. But it's going to feel like a little mini honeymoon.
It's a vacation mini honeymoon, Disneyland with the JoJo, and she's already checking out all the restaurants and dessert places she wants to go to.
I do. I'm flexible, so I'm not like so routine that, well, it's 7 o'clock, we have to do this. But I do like to say like, oh, I want to make sure we have lunch here and we have dinner at this place. And then maybe our first day we could check out the rides at California Grand, and then the next day we'll do this area. So I do like to have like somewhat of a plan, so we're just not flying by the seat of our pants.
So maybe we'll do a video, the Vicks go to Disneyland video. So yeah, we'll do that, JoJo.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That'd be cool, huh?
We did. We recorded our Vegas trip. If you've not watched that, it's kind of fun to see. What did they do when they went to Vegas?
And Texas was off the hook. North Carolina was off the hook. But we'll see what's up with Disneyland, JoJo.
Oh, someone said, you said I was close. So where was the first date?
So the first date was at the pizza parlor next to Safeway. So was it Mountain Mike's Pizza?
It was. And the quick little story behind that was I was sitting in my studio and I was like a little, feeling sorry for myself, my son would say. And because my son worked at Safeway too. And when he came home, he goes, hey, that guy that you were asking about asked about you today.
No, you told me he said that tall, dark, handsome, sexy looking man asked about you. Now go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead now.
So my son's like, he asked about you today. And I was like, He did he? And so I hopped in my car and I drove to Hillsburg. There was like, what, 12 miles? Drove to Hillsburg. And I'm like, I don't even know if he's still working. And when I seen him in the deli, I was like, oh, he's still here. So I walked up and I was like, my first question was, how old are you? Because I had no idea how old he was. And he told me, and then I'm like, what time are you off? And he goes, 10 o'clock. And I said, that's too late. And I turned around and walked away.
So this is just proven. This is a fact right here. It don't matter if you're frying chicken at the deli and you're only making $15 an hour and you're feeling down on your luck. Anything is possible. I had the JoJo come into Safeway and ask me out on a date.
I did. Well, I was like, what time are you off? And he said 10 o'clock. And I'm like, that's too late. And I turned around to walk away. And he goes, I have a break at 8 o'clock.
So you know anything's possible, man.
And I was
went
like,
on a date with her, and guess what happened?
Yeah. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I'll meet you at the pizza parlor over here at 8 o'clock.
We hung out every single day after our first date. We were broke as hell. That's how I know that JoJo's a real one. We were broke as hell, had no money, had barely anything, and we built the business from the ground up. And it's the best feeling, growing a business from scratch together, having the right partner, great. And it's awesome. So it was a pizza parlor. No one got it, JoJo.
You know what? I don't think we ever officially like kind of said that. We just said, and then we went on our first date. We never really. So anyhow, now you know the scoop. Staying focused and consistent. Yeah, that is staying. Persistence was one of these in here, and vision, the ability to see. But you're right. That's absolutely right. And going to add transporting. Oh, like moving things from one. Yeah, like that was one of the businesses that I had started a long time ago, was quick couriers. And it was people needed things delivered. So it was delivering things. It was like, wine deliveries or transporting important papers, stuff like that. So there's a need for that. There's actually an apps for that. I don't know which ones they are, but transporting stuff. A lot of people transport medical things. That's really big.
Yeah, they do. And with that being said, I think we're done pretty much. One saying that I love is, someone said this before. They were like, someone said, what they say? They say, don't work harder, work smarter. No, what you want to do is work harder and work smarter.
Do both.
Do both. And also remember, don't be like, oh, those people are lucky, they're successful. Those people that are successful put in the work, put in the hours, and sacrifice. Unless they got it from their mama and their daddy and they're from a silver spoon and they're fed that way. But you know what?
That's not lucky. That's not knowing what you're doing.
That's not knowing what you're doing.
So yeah. And another thing is just remember to be willing to fail so you can eventually succeed.
And get back up and get after it. And with that being said, we love all you guys out there. Hopefully you start making a lot of money so you can take me and the JoJo out sometime when we're in your area, because we're going to travel the whole world and we want to meet you guys.
Yeah. I also had some new channel members to welcome. And it was Chris Hammond, Havoc Junk Removal, Calvin Johnson, and Ian Brunk. They have recently joined the channel membership, and we hope that you are enjoying all the videos that are lined up for the channel members, because they're behind the scenes and they're very helpful. And also our classes, well, we picked 10 people, and our classes start October 18th. And they're going to be every Wednesday. So
it's going to be off the hook. And if you guys want to support the channel, you know where to get the hauling and balling gear. Go down below. Grab a hoodie. It's wintertime's coming. It's going to start getting cold. Snap a picture. Send it to us. And we'll put you in the video. And
we love that.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, just like if you do get one of those shirts, take a picture of yourself in it. And And we will definitely put you in a video. We love doing that.
And hopefully this video motivates you to get off that couch
and succeed.
Get that money, get that cheddar, get that guacamole, get that macaroni and cheese, and live a better life. Is that it?
Yeah. And then somebody says, happy for baby Jesus.
And with that being said, we're out this one.
Bye.